Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine. In today's class, we will study chapter 1, that is software concepts. Before moving into software concepts, we will study few basic things. What are the things first comes to in your mind when you heard the word computer? We will see you will see a monitor, then one keyboard with mouse and CPU. These are the first things comes into mind when you heard the word computer, right? How you can give the definition for a computer? Computer is a device or machine that can be instructed to carry out sequence of arithmetic or logical operations automatically through computer programming. That is, we are instructing the machine to perform arithmetic operations like addition, division, multiplication to get the desired output, or logical operations like comparing two operands whether they are equal or not, etc. That is, we are instructing the compute machine to perform the operations, get the desired output. A computer system is complete only when it has hardware and operating system. Sorry. Keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer, and speaker. All these comes under hardware part of a computer system. There are different operating systems available like Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, and Windows. Windows is the most widely used operating system. Next, we will see hardware. Hardware, how we can just see these examples like keyboard, mouse, monitor, scanner, printer, CD-ROM, digital camera, pen drive. All this comes under hardware. How we can give definition for a hardware? Hardware is a physical part of a computer system. They cannot work themselves. They need step-by-step instructions. These instructions provided by the softwares. The computer hardwares are like army. Computer hardwares like army. They needs commanding officer. And they needs commanding officers. What army people do? They follow the instructions commanded by the commanding officer. Same way, hardwares perform tasks based on the instructions sent by the software. Now we will see what is a software. As I said before, software is a commanding officer. We can give definition as it is set of instructions or programs that tells the hardware what to do and how to do. From this picture, you will get clear picture of what is hardware and software. Hardware is monitor, keyboard, mouse, printer, CD-ROM. All this comes under hardware. Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, then Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, PDF. All this comes under software. We can also give definition for software as it's a program that runs on a computer. See, these are the programs: Mozilla Firefox, then PDF, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Skype, Paint. All these are the programs. They perform some specific task. Even games you play on the computer is also a software. Some of the example for software are Microsoft Office, antivirus. What antiviruses do? They scan for the viruses in the system, and if any virus is found in your system, it will delete it. It give you warning that your system has a virus. What actions you want to take? Based on your selection, it deletes the viruses. Then Windows Media Player is also a software. Like what is the purpose of Windows Media Player? Windows Media Player is used to play video or audio files, etc. You can watch movie using media player. Computer games, as I said before, also a software. Now we will see the different types of software. Software is mainly divided into two types: system software and application software. Operating system, language processor or translators, utility software, all this comes under system software. And Paint, PowerPoint, Windows Media Player, Notepad, all this comes under application software. Now we will study system software in detail. System software are set of programs that controls the computer hardware. System software are the backbone of a computer. These programs help the computer hardware components to work together and provide support for application program. As I said before, operating system, utility software, translators all comes under system software. Operating system is a part of system software that makes the computer to work. Operating system manages and controls the working of hardware as well as the software. Operating system is the very first program that is loaded into the memory when the system is turned on and brings the life to the computer hardware. This process is known as booting. Operating system also act as interface between user and the computer. Some of the task of the operating system is the recognizing inputs from the keyboard. You can see in this diagram, it takes the input from the keyboard, then sending output to the display screen like here monitor, then keeping track of files, folders on disk, then controlling peripheral devices such as disk drives, then printers, all these controlling printer, all these things are performed by the operating system. Next, we will understand operating system using one example of motorcycle. Like you have a bike with a petrol, but it does not move by itself until you do not ride it. Here you are the operator of your bike. In the same manner, a computer is an almost showpiece without an operating system. Operating system drives the computer and makes it work. Some of different types of the operating systems available in market are, I have listed only 4. There are many different available, like Windows is the most widely used operating system, then Linux, Ubuntu, Mac OS. Next we will see language processor. Any program before execution must be translated into machine language, as computers can understand only machine language or binary codes. Actually, a computer has a translator that translates the instructions in computer's language and vice versa. There are 3 kinds of language translators: assembler, interpreter, and compiler. Now we will see what is an assembler. Assembler is a language translator which converts low-level assembly language program into machine language. The program written in assembly language is called a source program or source code. Once program has been written in assembly language, it needs to be translated into machine code by a software called assembler before it can be understood by a software, which is called object code or a code. Next we will see what is a compiler. Compiler translates the source program written in high-level language into machine language. Compiler translates the whole program in one go. Many high-level languages like COBOL have their own different compilers. A compiled program which is converted into machine language only once and it is saved in a program file. It can be run whenever needed and all the errors in the program appear at a time on the screen. If original source code is altered, the program need to be recompiled. Next we'll see interpreter. An interpreter translates high-level language source code into machine language and vice versa. Interpreters translate each line of the program as it goes through the program. The object code produced by an interpreter cannot be saved. The program must be interpreted every time it executed. Next, we will see utility software. Utility software is a system software designed to help analyze, configure, optimize, maintain a computer. It is a type of system software used to support the system infrastructure. Some of the examples for utility software are defragmentation, user accounts and security, antivirus software, software updates, etc. Next, we will see the system backup utility. Backup software, this comes under the backup utility. Defragmentation are the example for the utility software. We will see them in detail. Backup utility. Backup software makes the copies of all information stored on disks and restores them in the event of disk failure or in the event of accidental deletion of a file. The backup files can be stored on a CD or an DVD. Next, we will see utility software, that is virus scanners. Virus scanners are used to scan for computer viruses among files or folders. Virus scanning software scans disk each time you insert into a computer. Like when you insert a pen drive into a system, it first scans. If your system has virus scanners, like antivirus installed, it scans for viruses. And if your pen drive has a virus, it will give you a warning message that your system your pen drive has a virus. What action you want to take based on your input, the required whether to delete or to quarantine virus can deletion or quarantine of virus can be done. Then next we will see disk fragmenter. Disk fragmenter detects computer files whose contents are scattered across several locations on the hard disk and move the fragments to one location to increase efficiency. Next we'll see next utility software, that is data compression program. Data can be compressed into a file of smaller size, which is easy to store and keep. The compressed files takes smaller storage space. Data compression programs reduces the file size, so it is easier to store in the drive. Next, we'll see encryption utility software. Encryption utility can be used to secure the data. The file is selected and password is created, and the encryption utility encrypts the data using specific algorithm. Like to perform encryption, it uses some algorithms to generate the secure key. Next, we'll see system utility. System utility performs routine data management tasks such as deleting, renaming, moving, copying, merging the files, etc. Next utility software, that is disk cleaner. Disk cleaners can find files that are unnecessary to a computer operation or takes up considerable amount of space. Using disk cleaner, users can decide what to delete when their hard disk full. Next, we'll study another type of application software, that is application type software. Next type of software, that is application software. Application softwares are designed to do specific tasks and help the user as a tool for easy operations. Like when a school, for example, a school uses school management system software to maintain students' fee structure, then their marks details, then general info. All these things comes under application software. There are two types of application software: general purpose software and application specific software. General purpose softwares are General software are programs that perform common information processing jobs for end user. For example, Microsoft Word, Skype used to communicate between two users. Mozilla used to um, web browsing, and then use Microsoft Word to perform documentation. Then PowerPoint is used to to prepare the presentation. All this comes under for software. Application specific to software, there are two types of business application software and scientific application software. Business application software that completes the information processing task of important business requirement, like some business like software, some business related software, like that used to maintain the stock, in pharmacy they'll use some software to billing, and then to maintain the stock, which drug is available, which stock is no stock of drugs. All these things are all these such softwares comes under business application. Scientific application software that perform information processing tasks for natural, physical, social and behavioral science and other areas that involves research. With this, we complete our first chapter, that is software concepts. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.